folks, welcome to part 2 of my short series and very high level overview of Microsoft OneDrive. In this section, we are going to talk about the web editor versus the desktop version of Microsoft Word. So right now, we are looking at the web version of Microsoft Word. This is right where we picked off from section 1. And just as a quick refresh, here is that same document on my desktop. Now keep in mind this document is the one that is saved to OneDrive. I can see that here under the info. So any changes that I make here will also be reflected in the web edited version and vice versa. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that. I'm going to go ahead and close this out for now, and I'm going to reopen my desktop version. There are a few reasons that you may choose to use the web editor versus the desktop editor, or vice versa. They both have their benefits and detractions. The desktop version of Microsoft Word is much more robust in its options. So if you're really used to using shortcuts and hotkeys, or just some of the more intense formatting options within the desktop version, you may prefer to edit there, or maybe you just like this interface. That's totally fine. The web version is going to be a more simplified version of these things, and you may find that some special formatting doesn't always look the same when you're at least in the editing view of Word Online. But to my original point, which is if you are editing a document within Microsoft Word, even if it is the desktop app, as long as it's an app that is saved to OneDrive, as we've already seen, those changes will be reflected in the web version. So I'm going to make just one really simple change here. I'm going to boost up the font. All right, so I haven't hardly done anything, but I am going to go ahead and save. Now if I come back into Word Online, here is my documents folder, which is where I originally saved that document. I'm going to give it a quick refresh, and one thing I can see right away is that this document is being listed as having been modified a few seconds ago, which is great because it just did. And if I open this up, you'll see that my change here where I made the font larger has been reflected right away. Let's say I want to make this red. There is no file save, Control-S save when you're in the web version. It is saving continuously, so every second or two. So one of those benefits of working in Word Online is that you really run the risk of losing your document because it's continuously saving, which is super great. So I've made my edit in Word Online, and now let's say I want to open it up on my desktop. So if I open up my File Explorer, which is right here, you will see once you start using OneDrive that you have OneDrive as an option on your File Explorer. So again, your File Explorer is this area of navigation within the Windows architecture or framework. If I click OneDrive, these are the same folders that are associated with my OneDrive account. I go into Documents. Here's my OneDrive demo. It's 3:20 p.m. It's 3:20 p.m. here. So if I open this, there we go. You'll see here's my document with the red changes applied. So it's very easy to edit in one or the other and to open them from multiple places. Another thing that you can do is if you are working in the web app and you realize that you need to do something more complex, you can very quickly, actually let me close that real fast. You can very quickly launch the desktop app simply by clicking this button right here where it says Open a Desktop App. It's going to give you this prompt to open in Microsoft Word. That's cool. As you can see, here it is again. I'm in Word Online. My changes are still there. And once again, if I go to File, I confirm I'm still working in my OneDrive version. Okay, so that's a quick rundown of the web editor versus the desktop app and confirming and saving changes within those things. The next thing we're going to look at in part 3 is sharing to edit. So how you can share this document to be edited by other people. We're going to check that out from within the Word desktop app as well as within OneDrive. There are options there for both. I hope you will join me in section 3.